Hi, this is Dave Farina from Cosmos Safari. I'm here today at the Muddy Run Observatory in a beautiful location in southern Lancaster County. We have an amazing night tonight with thousands of people from the public coming out to look at the observatory to celebrate 50 years of the Muddy Run Park. They're here also to see the Perseids meteor shower, which is going to be an amazing, spectacular event this evening given our clear sky conditions. I'm excited to share this with you, and I hope you're excited to see it with me. It's out there with 96% of the universe is still unexplored. A Schmidt Cassegrain telescope, which is a very popular type of telescope. We've got more to learn. So Muddy Run Observatory consists of two separate domes. The first dome, or dome number 1, is the visual dome. This is where guests to the observatory are able to look through the telescope with their eyes. The second observatory, or Dome 2, is the research dome. In the research dome, they're using cameras to take images of the night sky using a process called stacking. In the process of stacking, we're taking many pictures over the course of minutes and even hours. Taking these long exposures allows us to see a great amount of depth and detail in our deep sky objects, and it also allows us to take advantage of our dark skies here at Muddy Run. Muddy Run Observatory is a volunteer organization run primarily by the Rittenhouse Astronomical Society of Philadelphia, as well as local astronomy groups from Lancaster and York, as well as out of Maryland. The volunteers are out here tonight looking through their telescopes, and people from the public are welcome to come out and look through these telescopes as well. If you're interested in helping to volunteer in this organization, you should contact the Rittenhouse Astronomical Society from Philadelphia and let them know you're interested. So some of the telescopes that you're seeing this evening are ones that you might be interested in purchasing for yourself. This here is a Schmidt Cassegrain telescope, which is a very popular type of telescope. And as you can see here, the light is going to be entering from the top of the telescope. It's going to be traveling down through the telescope tube. It's going to hit a mirror in the back of the telescope. The light is going to be then brought back to the front, and finally it's going to leave the telescope through the back of the telescope here, and then it's going to be hitting off of the angled mirror, and the light comes out through where an eyepiece would normally be. This particular type of telescope is also mounted on a German equatorial mount. A German equatorial mount allows you to track the night sky to high precision, and this is what you need if you're interested in doing astrophotography. You need to be able to track the night sky with high precision. It's also great for doing optical observations as well. So I'm here with Ted Williams from the Rittenhouse Astronomical Society, and he's going to just tell us a little bit about the Muddy Run facility and the connection with Rittenhouse Astronomical Society.
Hey, thanks, Dave. Rittenhouse Astronomical Society, along with the astronomy enthusiasts of Lancaster County, actually helped to staff this place. And what the whole goal is to return to the public an amazing land. This land is being used for a reservoir to generate power. Exelon wanted to return the land use to the people in the community and have established this park here. We've recently renewed our lease here, and we were asked to upgrade the park once again, and the facility you see behind us here today is part of that observatory. It's dedicated for public observing and for public astronomy projects, similar to stuff Dave and you guys do.
Thanks, Ted. And we had a pretty great turnout today. I'm hearing that we had upwards of maybe 5,000 people out here tonight. So how is the best way to learn about these events for people who are interested in coming out in the future?
A couple ways you can do it. NASA Night Sky Network, look up Muddy Run Observatory. Muddy Run Observatory also has a Facebook page, Instagram account too, and you can also look on the rasphilly.org. That's the Rittenhouse site. We post all of the free nights, we post all the special events there too. It's open to everybody, bring your family. It's open for little ones through adults. We have all levels we accommodate.
Thank you very much, Ted, and thank you for helping to throw this event this evening. So could you explain how this event was for you this evening?
Well, I'm a professional photographer, and I've been wanting to get into astrophotography. So I knew that they had this big night, and I had heard about the telescopes that they had here and the observatory, which I thought was just really cool, and I had to come out and check it out. And it's been an amazing night, and I actually learned a lot of stuff.
Have you ever considered joining an astronomy club, a local astronomy club in the area?
About 2 hours ago I did, and I will.
Okay, and so you heard about that through the event this evening, and
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's a great idea for our area and stuff. Yeah.
Were you here for the Tamron talk about nighttime photography by chance?
I was, yeah, and it was very informative. Like I said, I'm a professional photographer, and I've photographed 6 continents in 21 countries, and I learned a tremendous amount. And every time I get around other great photographers and experts, I realize that I haven't even picked up a camera yet. So it's been extremely informative, and it's also been fun and good for the community. It's overall it's a win-win for everybody.
So thank you very much. I mean, this is a great perspective. So as you can see, we have from the youngest of young who are just getting into the hobby to professional photographers who are able to learn things here at Muddy Run. So it does not matter if you have no experience or if you're very experienced. This is a place of learning for as many people and as all different types of people. So please come out to Muddy Run, check it out. It's a great local observatory, and we have events like this throughout the year, once a month, where it's open to the public. Thanks a lot. I'm here with Dr. Stephen Heckscher, and I just would like to get your perspective on how the evening went and how here at Muddy Run we can experience from the very youngest to the very oldest an experience that they'll remember forever.
Well, I think the most important thing to explain, to try to get across to people, is the wonder of everything. If I can somehow impart a sense of wonder, this universe is immense and it's amazing, and just the idea that there are so many different individual objects in the sky that are so interesting to look at. Most people think there's stars, there's the moon, maybe an occasional comet, and that's it. But there's a lot more than that. And so many interesting things like nebulae and star clusters and galaxies to see. And then the idea that the universe is just inconceivably immense. It's been going on for more than 13.5 billion years, and it has expanded tremendously in that time. And it is huge, and there's lots of the universe that we will never see because it's so far away. So to try to get the wonder and beauty of that across to people, and you could do that with little children. In fact, you should start with little children. You have to keep it really, really simple because you can assume that they know nothing, and start from scratch and just explain everything carefully and patiently, and share your own enthusiasm. I want people to pick up my enthusiasm and get excited about it.
Would there be one thing that you are amazed that you've seen change in the world of astronomy in your time studying this topic?
Well, I'll put it a little bit differently. When I was a young man, astronomy was not nearly as popular. It was a popular hobby, but not nearly as much as it is today. I'm just amazed at the number of people who come out to these events, and the number of people who are serious about astronomy and who own telescopes. And the technology has gotten so good. It's just extraordinary how good the technology is, which makes viewing a pleasure because there's so much less effort. So that's a factor also. And I think also the tremendous bounds that we've taken, enormous leaps in what we've learned about the universe in the last 75 years. We didn't even know that we had a huge expanding universe 75 years ago. And now we know a lot about its expansion and about its size.
And we're only learning the very beginnings of what's out there. Was it 96% of the universe is still unexplored? So
that's right.
We've got more to learn here. And as you can see, in a lifetime, we get to experience a lot of change. So the younger you are, the less you know, the more that we have to learn. So keep looking up.
Keep looking up.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.